and Woody likes the crooked cock.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I get it. I feel like I'm doing. Do you remember doing that in school? Like a teacher explaining a math problem to you, and you're just like, okay. And then you go back and you sit down and you're like, fuck.
Yeah. Always. That's why I had to go to summer school, because I spent a year going, yeah.
Did you go to summer school?
Yeah, for algebra 1 year. I had to go to summer school. We learned nothing there.
Algebra 1?
Yeah.
I went to summer school.
It was my first period class, and I was exhausted. I would sleep through it.
I went with Tug McGraw's daughter to the same summer school. We had class together. Tug McGraw was a pitcher for the Phillies, and he was a big deal. I think they won the fuck is the championship called? A
World
pennant?
Series?
But what's World Series is what I'm going for, but a pennant is what they call it, I think. Anyway, so she was like a big deal, but she was, I'm calling her a screw up as we sat next to each other in summer school. You know?
Yeah. I was so above everyone else at summer school.
At least I attended.
That's how I felt.
She would straight up not show up to class all the time and be like, I didn't have money for tolls. And I remember the teacher's like, 35 cents, you're kind of close not having toll money. But that was her excuse. And I think everyone passes summer school.
Yeah, everyone passed. We did no work in there. It was scary. Like it was like everybody in there was a real rapscallion. It was, I want to say I was 15, so my mom had to drive me there. It was not fun. It was not fun. And it wasn't even that. It was most of the summer I had to be there at that fucking thing learning algebra. And we didn't learn algebra.
That sucks. I would not want to. This reminds me, dude, it's the same guy who did the fire poi and tied my shoelace to the other guys. The same guy in 8th grade. When you graduate from middle school, everybody got their diplomas that said like so-and-so graduated from blah, blah, blah. And he was like going around laughing, showing us his diploma that just said, thank you for participating in the 8th grade. And because he didn't graduate, he had to do a whole nother, like, I think most schools do this where like, if it's a really, really shitty kid, they don't want you like fucking with their test scores or anything. They will make it borderline impossible for you to get held back. They'll just be like, no, he fully understands that he just, he's not a good test taker. That part about just displaying what knowledge you've gained, he's bad at that. I don't remember what comedian had that joke about like, oh, you're a bad test taker. You're bad at the thing where they measure if you've learned.
that might be Bill Burr. Yeah. I love
I think
that
might be Bill Burr. Yeah.
That's like that. And have you ever gotten he's smart, but he doesn't apply himself thing?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. I'm familiar with that.
Yeah, I've never heard anybody say that.
Did you guys all finish school? Like your education?
Yeah.
Oh, I dropped out. I was
Did
an
you?
idiot. You know, I started laughing at you like, huh?
How far did you go? And you're UK, so it doesn't make any sense. But how far did you go?
I'll
Try
just
to answer.
use ages. I got to the stage before college. I think that's senior year for you. So I dropped out of like high school, which is like almost I've heard synonymous of just like, oh, we fucked up, like in America, a high school dropout. But I started laughing when you were like, when you're that bad of a student, they just don't want you anymore, because that is the meeting that because they do like have to check. They're not just going to let you fuck up your entire life. Because like some kid goes, I want to leave. Like, because when you're in the UK, like 16 is basically the age where you're like, you can kind of make decisions on most of your life besides like, voting. You can pay I was paying taxes at 7, like, so like taxation without representation. But like you had to go to a meeting. I had to go to a meeting with my, like the second head of this A-level, which is what it's called. Of like the senior year, and that meeting went far too smoothly for them to think that I was doing well, because I came in pretty strong. I wasn't a terrible student. I got all C's and B's in the level before that. It's just not bad, right?
Right.
Like it was enough for me to go to a decent school, and then as soon as I got in school, we had like I started doing the YouTube channel, the Minecraft stuff. And I ended up dropping out when I was at like, this is so dumb. I ended up dropping out at like 20,000 subs, which is.
We're there.
That's risky.
Yeah, you're betting on yourself, but you're a long shot.
Yeah, definitely. Because the second head was like,
I'm making $25 a video. I'll have you know, Miss. You'll not be attending school.
And this is guaranteed income forever.
I remember it was $75 a video. It's not that much higher.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. That's pretty good.
Better than Paramount videos.
I ended on that note. I love the wordplay.
That was the best shit I've ever heard.